Okay, let's get started today. Looks like I got all my notifications out. Everybody's been told. So we should be ready to start. Let me make sure everything is up and running. It looks like everything is. So, okay, maybe not. Getting bad dropped frames from. Who's bad? Okay, now the connection's solid. It's not solid a couple of seconds. Now it's solid. Hopefully. If it gets bad, let me know. Hopefully it's not bad though. It looks like it's going strong, so I can only hope that the stream stays solid. So yesterday's stream, we had a few little hiccups here and there, but we got through most of it, which was good. It should be coming through media audio. Let me see. This is going to default. If I grab GG. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I need to move Discord over to here. No, check. Discord's there. Where is Spotify? There we go. Okay, cool. Much better. So tonight, what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on kind of finishing this little character up. I spent time off stream, not a long amount of time, but enough, basically making it rigged, and then I weighted it properly so that way everything works and all of the structures work. Everything kind of moves as it's supposed to. So the different bones work like they're supposed to. We do have a couple of weird things, but again, I don't think it's going to be super important for what we're trying to accomplish. Overall, everything works well. What the? Etrolis? Why? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Why did? What? Bro, I don't understand this. Okay, maybe we got a few things to fix real quick. There's one of these up here that's being special. Like there should have no influence here. Maybe it's here. So what was eye is killing me. Got like a little eyelash or something in there. Come on. Why there's something over here that was doing it. I don't really have a good answer for this. Let's see what this looks like. I'm just gonna make it. Well, that doesn't work for what your skin weighting. Ah, that's okay. Well, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. It's also that makes this life. Okay. I see something here. Maybe I found it. guess we'll play with it now and see what happens. Ah, there's something here. Dude, what bone is getting triggered by that? That's crazy. Okay, well, the simplest answer is to just turn it all white. We're just gonna do this. This is the simplest answer. It's not the best answer, but it is the simplest answer. And I can fix it off stream. I'm gonna have to fix the whole spine. Um, because of the methodology that it uses for the blend, I don't have any way to control that, which I'm not really necessarily happy about, but it is what it is. So I need to actually put that as an option in there to be able to control how that blend works, because it doesn't really work well for hard surface like what I've got. So I need to fix that. So by doing what I just did, I more or less told it. Right, so now it's not rotating with that, which is good. But my problem is this is not going to look as cool because only one bone is going to move instead of multiple. It doesn't really matter. All this is going to be hidden. Again, I don't know why I'm tripping on this, because all of this is going to be hidden. Primarily what we're doing today is we are basically we're going to put some cloth on this bad boy and then hopefully get it inside there rigged and animated a little bit. We'll see. We'll work through the stream and see what we get when we get it and go from there. Okay. Let's start in. So I like everything here. We're going to save this. We're going to go to a new scene. And what we're going to do on this new scene is we're going to focus on making the cloth. Okay, so what is it? I need to add all of these. So that way I can't select it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually start making some of the outside armor. What if I do song? Does that work? I think I have to do it inside of here, maybe. No, it does not. Hmm. Oh, it says no song is playing. That's definitely not true. Oh, I guess I have to re-hook it up. Oh, there's a new update to Caster Labs. That's why. I didn't know Caster Labs crashed. Man, why didn't nobody tell me this? Okay, so what are the commands? One of them is called song. And that should be working. I don't know. I mean, not that anybody's ever going to do it. I just want to make sure it's working. Caster Labs account? No wonder, dude. Caster Labs is having issues too. Okay. everything's connected. Now let's try it. What does it say? It should say what I'm listening to. Maybe not. Alright, well, whatever. Let's try to be cool about it. Let's switch over to Dreamy. It's a little bit more lighthearted, pumpity pump. Try not to hit the microphone. That doesn't show up. I don't. Oh, okay, so it does show up there. All right, cool. Cool. Okay. Enough playing around. Let's get real. Let's get real. Well, I mean, it is going to go down that far. Yeah, it's going to go down like just do one side for now. Essentially, we're just basically moving everything. Just the back. So the back is going to taper more. Everything else is basically not prepared. Have to work to even it out, I guess. Oh, those are too long. Use the shorter ones. Let's see what that looks like. Ah, I got the sculpture through. I knew that was gonna happen. Needs to come off a little bit. That works. These probably need to be halved or quartered or whatever. Or this. That is good. Probably a little too much room, but again, I'm trying to add a little bit of depth in here. I want it to be, you know, big and clunky. So it's gonna come here. And basically, we need to encompass the chest. And it's gonna come up to the neck. But before that, we're gonna make it kind of taper with the chest. It's gonna come down. Basically, grab this. Okay. Come up here to the neck. Have to kind of keep that inside there. That's good. And then we're gonna fix this. So basically, this needs to go to the neck. Can't. Just need to go outside of the clavicles. Okay. Are you quiet or is it just me? It's probably me. I'm not really talking very loud today. In all honesty, I can move the microphone a little bit closer to the mouth, but I'm probably just talking quiet. Hey, how's it going, Space? Is that louder? Better? Nice. How are you? Did you finish trick-or-treating already? Oh, feedback on what? Oh, you're talking about the thingy? That's fine. Oh. It sucks. Thanks for the feedback. No, I'm just kidding. What do you mean? Oh, you mean while I'm streaming? Yeah. It depends. It's all dependent on a couple different factors. Sadly, I don't control those factors. Oh, Massive. How are you doing? Yeah, that is true. I do have issues while streaming. You chilling, Massive? You enjoying your Halloween? It's good. It's good. We're working on some lore elements. I'm glad you're having a good time. Yeah, we're gonna work on some lore elements for the next couple of days. Because I want to redo basically how it looks and works. So we're gonna redo some more lore. One is probably maybe 1.5. 1.2. 1.2 is pretty good. Not flawless. I still need to fix some of the areas, but it's getting there. Oh, you voted today. Well, congratulations on voting. A lot of people are doing that. The numbers are kind of off the chart this year. It's kind of crazy. It's good though. I mean, it's good that people are, exercising their right. Do I rotate this? Maybe something like that? Wait, kind of like that. If I do taper 0.3. I gotta talk louder so that way Spaceport can hear me. Because I be talking quiet like a mouse. He's like, stop talking like a mouse. Talk like a man. I'm so sorry, Master. Don't be mad with me. Please, Master. Okay, so we need to cut some holes for some stuff, and then I need to make some adjustments for how I want these shoulder pads to come out. and basically the armholes. Because I think what I need to do is I need to do something like this. And so that way this is still kind of cool, but it's basically tapering down. I haven't been on Lady as I got married to my longtime boyfriend Hamur. Wait, what? You haven't been on lately. Okay. You gotta agree that phraseology, even if it was a mistype, was very confusing because it said I haven't been on Lady as I got married to my longtime boyfriend. That isn't, is very confusing, but I understand it now. Well, congratulations. Yay! It's always fun to get married. Did you do like a cool ceremony? I mean, that's fine. I know a lot of people who do that. I mean, in fact, my marriage was a city hall marriage. So, nothing wrong with that. Well, okay, so that means that this is gonna basically have to come up because it needs to go out and cover this stupid clavicle. No, I don't want to delete those. I want to delete that. There you go. There you go. And then I need to make another cut here, I guess. Because I need to bring that over, which means this needs another cut. Okay, we're gonna half this bad boy up real quick. Any plans for like a honeymoon or anything? That's where the shoulder blade is, which means that all of this has to go outside of that shoulder blade. We've just been so focused on ourselves and bonding, but we will. Yeah, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Bonding is a good thing. I mean, assuming you're not talking about the woohoos. I mean, even that's, I guess, technically a good thing. No complaints with the woohoos. Bonding can be done in many ways. Either way, it's good for a relationship. So good on you with the fun. My phone. What the hell? Yeah. Okay, so we need to... I'm trying to basically shape this out properly. I think I'm going to need to do a middle cut here as well. Because this is going to be an arm. And if I don't shape this right now, then I'm going to have a lot of problems later. So it's just easier to kind of come in here and make a bunch of the holes. We might go to Jamaica, where he's from, for our honeymoon. That's awesome. Hey, Jamaica's good. You will have a blast, I am sure. Okay, now can I, the question, like the $1 million question is, can I select all these corner parts and then move forward? And hopefully the answer is yes. But I think I have to figure out my problem here first. So let's do this. Pretty sure I have to fix this first. Then I can do it. Nope, I definitely have issues. Get it. Okay, so 0.1. Oh, no, 0.1 is too close. So 0.01. There we go. Now let me select it. Ow. I want edge loops. Whatever. This works. We'll pull it out here. Go. Basically pull it all the way out to here. And we're going to have to, I mean, like, we're 5,000% going to have to fix this. I'm just kind of hacking it in right now. Here we go. What? How did... Oh. Yeah, there's some fookery going on over here. Let's check the vertex face and see what happens. Maybe I just like double selected it. Nope. Okay, no edges, so that's good. I don't know. Weird. That's okay. We'll just do this. Right, so that should weld everything together. Giving us a nice little shape. This is basically, we're going to be creating not a dress, but like a robe. By the time I'm done with it, it'll be all regal. Because this is one of the fates. And basically, there's 3 fates that we're going to have, and each one will have kind of a different structure and setup. I mean, it might be. I don't know. I'm not a fan of how that's looking right now, but maybe we'll make it look cool. Yeah, now with a little bit of dangle dangle razzle dazzle. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to do that. So the way that this is supposed to work is what? Am I in simulation mode? Okay, I am. I was like, what the hell? When did the editor start having random things move around? I was like, what? It was because it's in simulation mode. I was tripping. So what we're gonna do is simulation mode allows you to like let it run itself and do whatever the world is supposed to do, but have no character. So the idea is that inside of the dream world, we will have these guys in like the 4 corners or whatever, and they'll kind of like pop out from the darkness and kind of come in here. and then they'll say their lines, whatever those are, and that's kind of how you interact with the first tutorial phase. Because there's basically 3 fates. And so the player will come in here, and they'll spawn in, and then the fates will like come and talk to you. I don't know if we'll zoom in or whatever and be like, ooh, and then you can see him talking or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. Might do that. But either way, you have the 3 fates. And you'll be in a ghost form. You won't have your gladiator gear on, and you'll be in a ghost form. I have to make that material. So that way, as you walk in here, you know, you're kind of like all ghosty. You're like, whoa, hi, I'm ghosty. And then, you know, you'll talk to whoever and be like, okay, cool. Talk to him, and he'll do his thing. I have the VO kind of already done for it, I think. I think I have it done already. Where did I save it? I'm pretty sure I do have it already.
Welcome, Gladiator. Your death has presented us with an interesting opportunity. Your body lies fallen on blood-soaked sand, yet your soul remains here, bound to us. Your kin's defiance has forced our hand. They twist the aether to mock death itself, forging hollow lives and endless rebirths.
That's gonna be him talking.
You serve us now. Defy our will, and your essence will linger here, trapped in the shadows for eternity.
Yeah, that's his.
Welcome, Gladiator.
Wait. Why are you talking again, bro? Get out of here. You already talked. Stop. Just trying to hog all this limelight. Anyways, that's kind of the VO that we'll have for him. There's a couple different other VOs, and you'll interact, and it'll have a little text box and everything else. But that is kind of the lore we're trying to set up for, and that's what I'm making this for, is so that way you can have a nice little tutorial and learn what the game is about, kind of ish, sorta, in the demo mode. So that's what we're doing, and then I think I'm gonna make it a boss. Like, it'll probably be a boss for the end game, most likely, if I'm being realistic with myself. Do I just grab all of them? I guess I just kind of grab all of them. You know? I'll kind of just shape everything around it, you know? Can't go too small, though, because I have that stupid clavicle bone that I put in there. I could put it underneath the clavicle bone and then just have it there, but or put maybe like shoulder pads. Rah rah. How are you? Hello. Hello. Good to see you. Been a minute. Yeah. I mean, I got some big plans for how I want it to look. We're gonna make it look really cool, and then I'm definitely gonna make it very detailed. I think I'm gonna put a couple of different side like little details on it. Really make it kind of ornate. What's his name? He looks like a Bruce or a Carl. No, not a Bruce or a Carl. His name is Weaver. I mean, he could be a Bruce. I can see the Bruce. I have to put I need a mustache on him to be a Bruce, bro. Mustache. Like, you can't be Bruce without a mustache. Like, that doesn't exist. So we'll put a mustache on him. Wrong way. Okay, there you go. There's your Bruce. Very Bruce. So Bruce. Wow. Much Bruce. There you go. A little off. You had a bad mustache day. You had a bad mustache day. But Bruce has been completed. Okay, back to now focus. Okay, we can't be over here making Bruce with mustaches. Get out of here. Trying to mustache me. Trying to focus up in here. Okay, so let's turn symmetry. No, I don't want symmetry on right now. It'd be nice to have, I guess. Okay, fine. Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's turn that off. Border is gonna be 1, so it merges it. There we go. So that's a big coat. They're like super big coat. Fat skeleton and a huge coat. Like it. Potato. Potato, spaghetto. We're not giving any room for skinniness, okay? We're just going straight fat. We're going straight fat. No taper. No taper. Okay, we're just gonna go straight like I am gonna have a belt here, so I'm just gonna even this out. So that way the belt makes sense. But past that initial belt location, no, we're gonna be fat. Big and voluptuous. Probably too big, but whatever. I don't. I thought I was gonna have to run for the gun. Whew. Yo, that's crazy. I heard like gun popping out there. I was like, what the? Okay, go get the gun. It's happening. It's time. It's here. The end of the world. Like, no, no. I need to look into those clothing programs. Like, basically, just like put it there and it does it all for you. You like make the seams or whatever, and then it just does it all for you. So much easier. We don't have that right now. So right now we're just gonna cheese the peas. And then I'll make it look pretty later. I think I can always do this. No, that's wrong. This. I mean, that makes it a little bit smoother, but even then, it's still kind of ew, you know? No. Okay, well, our primary thing is to make this look good. And basically, we then need to get our cover to kind of look good after that. So let's make this look good first, and then we'll go from there. We're gonna turn on symmetry because I don't want to have to deal with this on both sides, and we're gonna use world X as our symmetry. So basically, if I grab here, it grabs the other point, and it does the same thing on both sides. So I'm not having to like reduplicate effort, just doing it as we go through. And I want a big collar. That's kind of what I'm going for because I want a big collar and a hood. And then this is going to be like an open area where you can kind of see in because I'm going to have like a little glowy mask thingy on here. Damn, dude, they're going firecracker crazy. It's Halloween. Why are there firecrackers? Like, I'm gonna make a quick pause. Just hold on 1 second, okay? I'm gonna go get my gun just in case. Okay, I have the gun just in case now. Hopefully, this will not be that type of stream. You're like, live stream was swatted. You're like, wait a minute, what? But swatted by gangsters. I don't know. All I know is there's like something's popping off out there. I don't know if it's firecrackers. I don't know if it's gunshot. I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't want to be not prepared. So now have my weaponry with me. In case anybody wants to get oogly doogly and the woogly today. The diddly and the biddly. Oh, that's gonna bug me, but whatever. Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird to have it like be that big. But I have some ideas. Maybe we like then you have kind of the shoulder guards, you know. that goes here. This line is all jacked up. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to add another edge loop here. But this is creating the structure I kind of want. We're just going in the very slow turtle pace version of making it happen. It's okay though. We're not in any rush, right? We got no speeds. We got no speeds to go. Okay. So that basically pulls that up. And this is probably where we could do the hoodie. At this point, we could like break the hoodie off from there. Why do I even have symmetry on whenever it's not gonna work, man? Get out of here. We even going in here. So that's our kind of like offshoot, right? We kind of agreed that we wanted to have something like that. Let's pull it out just a little bit further and then bring it up. Oh, get there. Cool. Okay, so now we have the kind of shoulder guard kind of thingy. It's probably not exactly where it should be because that should be like kind of half height some way or shape or form. Probably reduce it. Same thing here. We're not done. We're blocking in shapes right now. We're making sure that this thing gets kind of where it needs to be. No, what are you doing? There we go. I don't really know if I need this. Oh, damn it. As I do that, one of the rib cages pops out. Stupid. Let's push this back and then bring it over. That way it's more circular. Get out of here, grid. Nobody needs you. And then let's do the same thing for this. Push it out. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's better. No, how did that? Get out of here with that crap. There we go. Save. Game dev, Maya. And then let's go to, let's call this Fates Cloth. I'll just leave it like that. Not bad. I can use that for as part of the design. I'm not gonna go too much crazier on this wrist just yet. I need to finish the structure for the chest before I kind of go full crazy on that. I think we've done all of the groovies, yeah. Let's try some slaps. I might break this top part off and make it just a collar device altogether. So that way I can kind of not have to worry about it being all connected. I don't know. If I do that, I need to do something like this. Let's break it off and see what happens, right? Well, let's take all of it off. Make sure I got it all. Okay. So then we say this is a collar, and we detach this. And I can hide. Oh, so I can hide it. Yeah. That's what I needed to see. Because I need this problem here. What are they doing out there tonight, man? Like, it is crazy. Hearing, like, motorcycles going off and gunshots. The Purge? Did I miss the memo? Are we doing the Purge today? I picked like the worst night to stream because everybody's purging. Although that would actually probably be an interesting stream. Like, hey, 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 the movie, it's real. Everybody be like, nah. Okay, I think this is good. I like it. So we have a good. Oh well, that's probably that's probably gonna need another edge loop there, so I could probably just throw it in there real quick. This is definitely gonna need another edge loop. This is gonna need another edge loop. Like, I'm lying to myself if I don't think I need another edge loop. This is gonna come down. Yeah, so that's more friendly to what I'm trying to do. I think these three are going to come in because it needs to look like cloth. And basically, to do that, I need to bring this down. We can use the multi-method to do that. Yeah. And we'll bring this in. That's good. That whole line is basically like way off. But I just have to make sure that I don't cut this clavicle off. So do that. Bring that up. Okay, fine. I don't know if does that need to be up as high as it does because it's stupid clavicle. Let's bring it this way. I'm probably gonna divide it. Let's piece it off. And then I can bring this up. And I can bring this up. Yeah, okay, there we go. So that'll align better with the clavicle. And then I need to throw a couple pieces in there so that way I can really make it taper and match. But now that I have that, I can make this less hardcore. Same for this. That's more realistic. Yeah. So I might actually probably have this come out a little bit more. Try to shape it a little bit, give it some less than flat texture. Right now it's very flat, you know? Like it's like a square. We don't want that to be a square. Yo, they're doing crazy stuff. I wonder if it's like Fast and Furious. What if they're cutting off the streets? They're like closing down the streets and stuff. The ghost of Paul Walker has come back. It is Halloween. Maybe somebody summoned him. They were like, Paul Walker, we need you. Fast and Furious time. I mean, it's good other than that edge. I really don't like that edge. Because it's like super sharp. It's a nice edge loop. Like, this is a really good edge loop. But essentially, everything here should basically come over here. Oh, I was able to do it. Okay. I'm happy with that. Nice. So this should really taper. And I don't know how this should go in, but it really should go in. Because you wouldn't have that cube like structure. What's going on, Ben? How are you? You wouldn't have that structure there, and then this is too tight, so we need to fix this. Come down. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one right there. That one is definitely way too harsh. I think maybe bringing it in is the right answer. But our problem is that dumb clavicle still. So we got to be mindful of that clavicle while trying to do what I'm trying to do. I don't know. Maybe the right answer is to kind of taper here and then get rid of that with another one. I don't know yet. We'll have to play with it as we go. But it's okay so far. And then we'll bring over a shoulder, and then we'll bring in the shoulder pad again. So that way we'll have the shoulder pad back in. Yeah, I think that's what we'll. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Good. Because yeah, we can just basically repeat this, you know. Well, I don't want the whole edge loop. I just want this right here. So let's repeat this over. Nope. I think that was gonna happen though. It is what it is. And we push that to that, and then this gets brought to here. And then we'll do it one more time. For that last little section. And then I'll probably taper that section off to a triangle to keep that nice V shape of it coming down. But I still need to keep this structure back here. So we'll do that. And then let's line it up with that. Oh, select. There you go. And then, yeah, this is just going to come here. So weld all those verts. And then it's just, you know, picking out the how we want to put that shape. So we want to follow that back because we're basically saying, hey, this is, you know, our spot or whatever. This has to come up, and this has to come up because that stupid clavicle. Yep. Yep. Nothing I can do about it. We can come here. And so we're going to cut this out. We're going to cut that out. And then I would say we probably want to maybe cut that out. So let's see what that looks like. But yeah. It's probably a little too harsh because I don't personally like doing that cut like that. Probably want something like that. Oh, nope. Gotta go from the edge. Yeah. So that way I have that back kind of still area to kind of move up with. So this is okay. If we're gonna say that the thingies like that, then we need to bring this in. Where's that clavicle at? Damn clavicle. Causing the bane of my existence in my life. I might add in another edge loop then to deal with that clavicle and kind of the forwardness I need to be able to handle that clavicle. It's kind of annoying. But that's going to taper my V here to go like that. Let's line this up over here in case we need another edge loop. It's already kind of prepped and ready. Which I think we're honestly going to have to do. As much as I don't want to, I think the answer is another edge loop because with that extra edge loop in there, it's such a waste of geo on this backside. It's not needed, but I don't have a good answer for how to deal with this right now. I might be able to come over here. No, that is not. But I do see an opportunity. So we already have this edge loop here. I could come from here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now I can create the edge loop from here. Yeah, that's much better. So now I'm not doubling up on an edge loop. And I can basically create a nice, good, clean structure for this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm going to have to smooth the crap out of this. I'm not doing it right now simply because, again, to sit here on the stream, I've done it before on stream, but it's really, I mean, it's kind of boring, you know? And I don't have a lot of people to interact with right now because I'm not super Twitch famous anymore. So, kind of boring. And I'm not trying to bore you guys, you know? Those of you who are here, which is a couple. Crazy, man. Noises I'm hearing right now. Making me nervous. Well, let's fix what we and the whole reason why we did this, right? Which was for this silly clavicle. So let's fix that real quick by boosting it up. Okay. So we have all that, which is great. Good. Looking the way that I want it to. I probably would want to move this whole edge loop maybe over a little bit more. And then back. So we get that more circular shape out of it. We might move that. And I might throw one more edge loop in here, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of fine. So what I'm thinking is if we move this over and I weld this to that, I saved a whole edge loop. And this lets me kind of move this here, creating a more rounded out shape. See, this is the vertex hell, where you're basically having to go in, and you don't have to do this. The other way I could have done this, and I don't know why I didn't think about it, is I could have came in with a cylinder, kept that circular shape, and then molded from there. You live and you learn. Sometimes I like blocking it, and then, you know, sometimes the cylinder shape is the better option. For now, this will work. We don't have any major issues. Everything goes where it's supposed to go. Um, kind of in the right spot. I'll probably put like 3 or 4 edge loops here. I might need another one here, to be honest, because while this looks okay, it's probably not really okay for the animation stuff. And so we need to kind of fix that. Because that edge loop, this will be another edge loop, which is great. So this will look okay overall, but without doing that extra edge loop I just made for that circular, there's not really a good way that this would concave on itself. I probably want to do something like this, maybe. And then let's see what this looks like if I do this. That brings that down. Now those two collapse on that, which is good. And then that's your separation between your top and your bottom. So when the arm comes down, it'll collapse on itself, which is what you want. You want it to be able to kind of collapse on itself, make it a nice little, smooth cut, which is what that'll do. I also need to even this out because, again, everything should be kind of halved. Not always do you half it, but basically as much as you possibly can. You should. Good. Make some better geo. And normally I'm kind of OCD with my geo, but I've learned a lot from over the years to just kind of chill. If it works, it works, you know? And clearly, you can work a lot faster when you have that kind of mindset. Yeah, see, so this should all be halved out, basically. So I really should grab all of this, line this all up together, and then half it out. And now we must deal with the dreaded clavicle bone. Piece of Now I'm trying to really focus on that shape. And it's doing me wonders, except for this. Clavicle can go to hell. I shouldn't have made it out that far, to be honest. I was trying to go for a more pronounced look. And it's pronounced, but in the process, now I'm having to go all boogly boo on my stupid cloth. Looks like he's a space marine. Dick. He did. you see how that kind of halving works? Makes it look a lot nicer. We still have a bunch of areas that need to be like fixed. But as you can see, we have a nice, decent kind of form and shape kind of taking place, which is good. So that's your basically smoothed out version of it. Which is pretty nice, except for how blocky it is right here. So this needs to be moved in and tapered over. And then you can see we have some issues in the back here too. It's okay though. Well, like I said, we're just in the fleshing it out stage. I'm not gonna get too crazy with the geo right now, only because it might change a lot, especially once I start trying to formalize some of this madness. And so wasting time on trying to clean it up and make it flawless and have the edge loops all be perfect is not going to help me because it's all going to change. But I do need to make sure, again, structure is very important. So we want to make sure that's flowing properly and kind of following the form, because that is not something you want to fix later. The rest of this is kind of easy to fix later. Just tweaking and peeking is easily done. Okay. So where we've landed is we have a pretty good marker for what this looks like. Let's go ahead and take it and let's put it on the other side real quick so we can really see. It's super big, kind of crazy, outlandish how big it is. That's okay. I don't mind it. We're going to add a lot of depth here. And then we're going to add some depth to this section right here. So I do think that we need an edge loop on both sides. And then we need to even that out. And basically we're going to grab maybe all of those. Let's grab all of those. We're going to lift it up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right? Let's grab that. And let's just expand it a little bit. And then this is going to basically taper into this. And then we're going to bring this one down. We're going to bring it forward and then down. And then this one's going to kind of stay where it's at. I like it. And we're going to go up a little bit more. And these two will go up as well. We have a nice kind of, almost like a Dracula style kind of look. That. And then we need to half it as we already kind of talked about what that looks like. But it doesn't come out very well. So we need to brick it all the way back there. And then basically this is going to come out here. So that way this will probably require a triangle there to kind of just keep the shape flowing the way that we want it to. And you do notice that it is cutting into the actual shape of the creature, which is not what we want. So if we grab this, we can kind of open it up more. And that's more in line with what we're looking for. Not flawless, but it's also not bad. Bring that out a little bit so you can see the shape. Taper that out a little bit. And taper this out. And arguably, I think that this is probably too big. It probably needs to be cut in a little bit more. But I'm fine with it for now. I'm just going to half that off. Clavicle is still good. Maybe we move this in a little bit more. Make it more drastic. Yeah, okay. That's good. Really, really good. I like where we're going with this. So let's make it a different color just so we can kind of play around with it. What did I do? Okay, do not want to do that. Well, actually, I don't really care. Doesn't matter. Can't even select it anyway, right? What? Oh my. Okay, so we freeze transformation that. We're gonna turn this all to that so I can get rid of it. I don't need this. Bring this back to 0. We're gonna create a new standard material. We're gonna call this cloth, and we're gonna assign it to. Okay. And then I'm gonna match the cloth that I have in my little reference. Crap, wait, nah, what the heck? I want this one. Cloth there, come down here, darker, more dusty. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we have a pretty good kind of idea of what that'll look like. And that edge is definitely way too harsh. So I'm gonna have to try to see if I can double it up, maybe. Damn. What's the answer here? Because I want to keep that. I could throw a triangle here. I could throw a triangle there. think that creates the structure more. Yeah, that definitely makes that sharp. That's like super sharp. That's a super sharp edge. It's good though, you know. Okay, let's just look at it real quick. File, export selection. Let's go to meshes, engine. Let's do. It's gonna modify it out here. We're gonna go reset. Nice. Look at that. That's kind of nice. Yeah. Kind of moody. Let's set it to cloth. So now they basically have two-sided cloth. Not bad. Not bad. I think I like it. I think it fits with what I was trying to achieve anyways. So that's good. We're going to have another section of this that we're going to do too. So we're only doing the first portion right now. So it's gonna get better. Okay, so we pulled that in, which is going to basically allow us to play with this and kind of move it in the better direction. So we want it to really feel like it's kind of growing. So it's got like that nice arch to it. You're growing. This is that like trying to figure out the balance part because you need to have the make it feel really well like good geo. It should be again like we said halved. Not always the easiest thing to do, especially when you're trying to keep shape and structure in there, but this is good. I like it. It looks good. It'll bend well as well whenever he moves his head. It'll move around with him, which is good. We might be able to get away with kind of, you know, creating a nicer curve on all of this. Because the whole point of this is you're supposed to, again, keep those lines straight. Nice curve. I like it. That can come down. That can come down. That looks mostly good. It's not flawless, but mostly good. Same with that one. This front one, not so much, but that again is because of the stupid clavicle. It has nothing to do with anything other than that stupid clavicle that I decided to make inappropriately matching and lining up with everything. My fault. It's all me. I did it. I can't blame nobody but me. So that's got to come forward now to even those lines up, but at least it's halved. Yeah, you run into that. This is the problem that you run into the entire time. Like, basically, as you work through it, you have to half it, and then it's not like it doesn't follow the lines. Then you gotta, after you halved it, you have to like even the line out. So much. Okay. So I think the thing that we need to do now is we need to taper this middle part. Okay, so that feels more robish. Oh no. Okay, there we go. His rib cage was coming through. I don't want that. Okay. So we've done well. Now we basically have a good structure. We have good format. We have kind of a good body feeling, kind of shape. It feels very well. There's obviously some issues like that little area right there. I'm gonna fix that later. I'm not gonna focus. Excuse me. I'm not gonna focus on it right now. I love it. It really did bug me. Sorry. Now I'm not going to focus on it anymore. We're good. Okay. So we have a good design here. Really what I want this to do is I want this to follow through. I think that's probably the best look and style for what I'm trying to accomplish. So I want it to kind of go into a lapel, which means this needs to actually come here. And this needs to go like here, which can then go here. But I really want it to kind of flow all the way down. So at this point, you would get rid of all those. I have 3 there, so this is going to get really complex in a second. But basically, I'm thinking I come here and taper that, which gives me a 4 section. That's chaos. Because that's correct, but then that should go like this. And that goes like that. And then the question is, why is that like protruding out that way? Should go up rather than kind of out like that. And I have this weird triangle here, which nobody wants. Nope. This is a bad move. This is a bad move, Rebecca. Okay, nope. We're unsubscribing from this altogether. I'll do it with the texture. I don't even want to like deal with that madness because that's crazy. I probably need to bring it down to at least here. Damn, dude, this is gonna be hardcore a pain. So how do I make this not a shit show? I don't have a good answer to this. Even if I brought this up here, right, and I double quadded it, I lose that whole reason of doing this is so that way I have a different lapel. So I can't move that. I could bring this down here. Oh, I guess I can do that. I mean, it's not. That shape is definitely not good. Like that is super not good. Does this mess with my clavicle? It does. Okay, so this is not good either because it messes with my clavicle. I was like, oh yeah, I can just do this. It's just not gonna be flawless Geo. That's the answer. We're just not gonna have flawless Geo. It's perfectly fine. It's cloth, you know. Cloth isn't flawless. Fluid. You know? And again, the player will never ever see it, so they won't care. It'll be like in those post things where you talk about how your Geo is and you show it off and then everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, that Geo's crappy, and then they'll reference this stream where I sat here and talked about it. Okay, wait. How did I get an Ingo here? What the sangria? How did I get an Ingo? Does that mean I have an Ingo over here? No. What the? I was just like wasn't paying attention or something. Guess I just wasn't paying attention. Nice little, relaxing music, chilling. Okay, this is bad in so many ways. This is disgusting. I hate this. I mean, it's good for the edge loop. Like that's really, honestly, really good edge looping for the arm. But that is not good edge looping for what it's supposed to be. So, guess whatever. I guess whatever. That's good. That's technically horrible. Should be something like this. Fine. There's that all makes sense. Are these lined up? Yes, they are. Looks weird because of the angle. I guess it just looks weird because of the angle. I absolutely hate that geo. I'm not opposed to it on the backside. Like, this is fine. It's not like, amazing, but it's also not bad. But that one, this is at least halfway decent. Other one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know what the good answer for that is, to be honest. I honestly don't know what the good answer for this is either. I think I can probably get away with it by doing something like this and then offsetting it. That's probably the better solution. And go. I'm trying to like make little tiny adjustments. Okay, so kind of close. Bring these down. Kind of close. And this. That out. This here. Yep. Okay, cool. So now we've got a very, very good kind of feeling to this. Let me get rid of those. And we just want to make this look more like cloth. Do that. A little bit. Back here. So that's good. Okay, so we got a few little oddities that I gotta fix here. Major. And the fact that it's kind of a little bit different anyways adds to that cloth looking shape. So I'm okay with that, Really I am. That's fine. Let's grab this edge. And we want to protrude it. So we're gonna give it some thickness. And then we want to kind of even it and put it towards the center. And that didn't work as much as I thought it was going to work, and that's okay because it doesn't have to. Not meant to be perfect. In here like that. This one in here like that. And so now we have a nice little cuff, which is great because we really want that kind of style. I'm gonna want a cuff on the bottom as well. Reference picture. And then I want that shoulder pad brought back in with the hoodie. Basically. And then we're going to have an undergarment part. So, you know what I could do? Could just bring this over. Kind of like that. Okay. Make it half. Okay, it's more or less halved, which is good. Keep all that there. We'll add the belt. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm actually going to have an internal one. So as I kind of played with this, I like the idea of having something that's kind of tapered. And then what we'll do is yeah, that's going to look good. I'm excited. That's going to look good. So we're going to duplicate this to the other side on. We're going to go 0.1, so only if it matches, like, flawlessly. That didn't work. Go. 1 is the answer. So now we have a nice. Yeah. Then what we can do from here is we can have one that sorry, 1 second. I have a bunch of emails. Oh. Okay. So we'll put a middle piece here. I think that's where we'll have like a belt or whatever. We'll have a middle piece, and the belt will come along here and tie this up. I have some ideas for how I want the tapering to go and how I want this to look. I think this should be kind of massive. I want it to be very thick. And then I gotta actually make the inside of it, I think. That's how this stupid thing works. Now what I could do, get rid of all of that. I don't know why it's in there. Yeah, this is actually, we're basically gonna pull up the hoodie. I'll get it fixed here in a second. Pull up the hoodie. Station. Forward. Then station. We'll do the same thing. Time. In. Forward. So that'll have an edge loop. Fix that. Okay, we're doing good there. We just need to make this line up with that, basically. See how that looks. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think I'm gonna probably make separate things like this. Because it really needs to be that way. Ow. There we go. And this needs to be circular. So we really need to kind of push that circular way. Yeah, there you go. So it's good there. We just need to kind of make this part good. And then honestly, the hoodie and everything related to the hoodie will be good too, which is nice. Yeah, I like it. This this might be a little harsh. I like it. It actually worked out pretty good for me. Yeah, it worked out pretty damn good. We're just gonna have to do a couple of edge loops towards the neck area. And what I thought I was gonna taper off there, I'm not gonna taper off there because it's gonna create extra problems for my geo. So it's gonna get a instead of a triangle, it's gonna get an actual poly, which is fine. And maybe I even bring it in one more and then have that taper. I don't know. We'll see. It's looking good, though. I just need to round out that inner side. Slipping in the chair today. I switched it up a little bit from the previous position it had, and in doing so have created some problems for myself. So it's a little slippery. Yeah. Okay, we're looking good. Just need to round this edge. I'm gonna say probably this. And this. Because it looks good here, but in all honesty, like, it needs to be as close to the head as it possibly can. And then if we follow our same rule that we always talking about, then this all needs to be brought back as much as it possibly can without showing that stupid clavicle. And this should kind of follow that shape. So we want to bring that back. Okay. That one's not super hardcore, but we do need to follow the shape as best as we can. Kind of do the same for this. That rounds off into this. Good on that. Bring it out a bit. Okay. Cool. So we're basically evening out all the edges, smoothing it, making it nice round sections. That way it looks like it's a good kind of hoodie. We've got a good kind of overall setup. Let's save. Let's duplicate over. We're gonna say 1. And so we do have that nice hoodie arc that we're looking for. I think I want to bring this down. And to bring that down, we're gonna do this. But I might. That, doesn't hurt. So that's good. I can kind of come up a little bit more. A little extra drastic. I don't like that. Have a nice, good feeling here. do a mesh display, set the face, soften, set the face, and then another soften, just to get a nice smooth. And then let's export this over to the test state. Now we should see it with a hoodie. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's a little sharp for me, so I'm not sure if I like that edge. But we do have a nice kind of good flow to it now. So file, level. Let's go to the test arena so I can see it. Check out. Hopefully this is not loud. I apologize if it is. Okay, so good on all that. He's here. That should be. Oh, it's individualized. That's right. Ugh. There you go. I can hide inside it. I can just hide inside of his cloak. Like, hello, hiding. It's stupid, but it's funny. I like it. Like, hello. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you didn't expect me to be in there. Surprise. That'd be funny. Like, what if that's a boss move? Like, he spawns like a mini me out of him. You're like, oh. You're like, oh no. And he goes back inside. Anyways, looks good. I like it. Let's take a look at it in 2 mode. Smooth. This is brought back to. Ow! There you go. Why is it not evening out? Silly. So this, and basically all of these need to go this way. now we get that rounded kind of look that we're going. And honestly, there should be another edge loop here, but that's going to add so many verts. I don't really even care. So the real answer is I should probably just kind of grab this and kind of like half it. Yeah, like try to half it. Yeah, that's fine. That's nice. I like that because it kind of tapers in. Maybe this comes like that. What? Yeah, I like it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Nice. That's looking good. He's looking like a Grim Reaper. He's not a Grim Reaper, but he's looking like. So what we need to do is we basically need to I'm trying to think about how I want to do this because I kind of like it how it already works. Where was that one that we hid? So this is what we were talking about with the shoulder pad, right? Yeah, I don't really like it. I like how this looks. I like how it turned out. There's a bunch of smoothing I'm gonna have to do. I'm just not gonna do it on stream because again, that's a very boring thing to watch. Take like 4 hours, and I'm sitting here just like, oh, okay, no, peeky peeky. So what I wanted to do is I essentially wanted to say that this hood, okay, comes across, and then from here comes there. I wanted to have something circular there, and then it come down. basically I'm adding a little extra layer to this, and I'm gonna bevel that here in a second. So that way everything is there. I don't see any extra crap, so that's good. Let's bring our edges in. In and up. I don't know what I'm good. This one's gonna come there. It's gonna taper in. We'll follow that line. Something like that is good. That's fine. Every single one of these is gonna basically get brought up. Because I want the separation, but I don't want it like super close. Okay, yeah. And then I need to bring this up because this was created due to that silliness. Up, down a little bit. That down a little bit. So this should create some natural like separation shading, which is what we want. And then what we're gonna do, because this basically is gonna come into that direction. Mesh display, set the face, So the texture will do the heavy lifting on this one. Kind of move it. What am I gonna do? That's okay. I'm gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep working it. Okay, that looks okay. No major issues there. It's all fine and dandy. It'll come across. I could taper it all the way up if I really wanted to. I think I will now that I mention it, and I like that idea. That's gonna have to get brought together, and then that will get brought together. So then let's go to edge. Let's get rid of that edge. We'll basically take that edge and put that together with that edge. We'll weld it. Bring that up. Bring this up. Good. Both of those are going to go out. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they should. And then these will come in. Yeah, those go in. And that goes welded together. Yay! Okay. So we have ourselves a nice kind of little separation. This comes up here. That goes there. Okay, good. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to take a look at it real quick. Let's see where we're at real quick. I think we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Let's duplicate it over. And then change our merge to 1. Which is good. We have a nice kind of line here that acts as the separator. I might even kind of like try to bring this up a little bit and add some more to that. But for now, we're good. I can use the stylized texturing process that I do to really kind of make this look like cloth and really kind of make it shine from where it currently is at, which is awesome. I think what I want to do is, this is basically lore-wise, this is the quote-unquote weaver, right? And the weaver's purpose is to start the process of your life. And they basically are the one that are going to be pulling your life strand and getting it in place for everybody else in the chain. The next one is you have the weaver, and then you have, can't even remember the name right now. Something. You have the second one, and then you have the cutter. So the weaver is the one that we've made tonight. Okay, all looks good to me. Got nice, good structure, feels good, kind of shapes around the head and everywhere else. So, pretty good. Overall, pretty good. It's not flawless, as you can tell. There's some issues on this side, but I like it. I think it's good, and I can definitely throw in some more shapes as we continue this process. Turn on taper. Let's make it wider. Nope. Let's go. And really kind of accentuate that so we can pull it down to where it's more like clothy. Ew, what the heck? Nice. There we go. There we go. Now we cooking. Because what we can do, I want to make it to where it has like multiple kind of strands coming off of him. You know, like all like little weaving threads. And I think that's probably how I want it to go. Let's take a look at it in the game. What the F? Is there an extra vert face? Be an extra. Okay. Okay, I can handle that. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I'm excited. That's going to look good. That's going to look really good. Yeah, especially once it's got the texture on it. Go to the dream world. See what that looks like. Yeah. There you go. Spooky. Not really spooky, but you know, whatever. I like it. I'm a fan. Hashtag subscribe. Give me more. Yeah, it's really coming along. So what we really need to do now is I need to basically go in and do the detailing, which is creating splines. Um, well, in this it's called curves, but basically I need to create a curve, right? And I'll draw the curve, and then wait, what the hell? How'd the curve end up all the way over there? Where's my tool settings? So we'll do 3 cubic, and then I'm just gonna kind of showcase it real quick. So what I would do is something like this. Need to hide this. Hide it. I don't even want to see it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh Lord. Okay, well, I can't even select it. What? There you go. There you go. What's up, party? Yeah. And the cool part is I could actually probably design this for the player too. That robe reminds me of the Ghoul game you made. Yep, yep, very true. It's very reminiscent. So what we can do is we go File, Export Selection. Let's put this on the desktop, and I'm just gonna call this Fate Robe. We're gonna go back into our Wraith. I am gonna save prior to leaving. This is if we're. I'm just gonna test this out real quick. I'm not. Not the answer at all. Fate robe. Okay. So now I'm going to grab this skeleton. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to go to my rigging menu, skin, and we're going to choose bind skin. I use closest joint, dual contortion, interactive, distance 4, and skin cluster. We'll hit apply. And so what this should have done is this should have weighted it. So as this changes and everything else, basically I get some skin weights. Now it's not flawless, as you can tell. Obviously there's some issues, so I'd have to fix all those issues. But the point is that I can now have this this working with my character, so that way as it's being animated and moving around, I can have it doing its thing. We have to obviously fix that to where the bones don't go through that. That's the most important factor. So we will play with that and do all the things that we need to. But ideally, as we're moving the arm and it's doing its thing and we're rotating and things are happening with it, even to stretching, I can make the arm super long, like raw. He's waving at you saying hello, goodbye, bye bye. Now what I do want, which I don't think exists, not bad actually. We need to set up a special thing so where it might actually be doing it. It is doing it. That's awesome. I want the as I like move him upwards, the coat drags, which it kind of does. It's kind of what I was wanting already. So that's nice that it's doing that. But that's a whole nother thing. I have to basically come in and paint skin weights for this whole craptastic thing. So that's probably a whole nother stream. I don't think that's going to be for today's stream. But the point is it's working. And that's what we want. Because we want to be able to animate this guy to be like, and we want it to look cool while it's doing that. And so a nice cool texture will do that. I think I'm gonna have, like I said, like little tiny glowy robes. So like little strands that are kind of like glowing this same color of yellow. So that way it's like he's, the weaver. And I have it set up to right now where there's 4 pillars, but there's only 3 fates, So what if I come in on this side, and this is the side that I spawn in at. Why can't I grab the player? And so this is the side I spawn in at. And then I'd have the 3 pillars with each one of the fates kind of there. Maybe I'll make it, instead of like a obelisk, I'll make it like a door. And they can come down. Ooh, I like that. It's like a staircase. And then they descend downward on the staircase. And that's how it lights up when it's their turn to talk. And they descend downward. And you're like, okay, I'm listening. And then the next one and the next one. And then you're like, okay, cool, I'm done. Now what? And then you activate the stone, fade to white, start the game. So basically I'd have 1 per stone, if you will. I really do like that idea. and they're all going to look different. They all look the same right now because I haven't done it, but the Weaver will be the first one, kind of like that talks over there. He'll look different from the second guy and then the third guy. Yeah, sorry, the cutter. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna close up stream. We're getting there. It's like almost time. I appreciate you guys being here. Those of you who were, it's been actually a pretty good stream. We've had about 4 or 5 people on the YouTubes. Thank you for those of you who are watching and lurking. Make sure you follow, subscribe, do whatever it is that you need to do. And then those of you who are on the Twitch, which is a couple of you, that's like 4 or 5 too. Make sure you follow. Okay. That way you know when I go to live. I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow, so that's Friday, and then Saturday I will have a plan for that as well. I'm not sure about Sunday, but I definitely will Saturday, and then that'll be a longer, like 5-6 hour stream, and we'll go from there. And we'll just keep chugging along. We're gonna get some progress made on this bad boy. The goal should be to animate him for the intro and have basically him done, and then I'll work on the two side ones, the different ones. Basically, there's not gonna be too much difference. They're just not gonna have a robe on. Like the actual mesh will be the same, or their robe will be kind of styled or tailored different, so it'll look a little bit different. But more or less, it's all the same. So okay. Well, anyways, thanks guys for being here, ladies and guys and whoever. Thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow.